Excuse me, what the fuck? I'm sorry, I clicked incorrectly on Nightbot. There we go. But yeah, we have Song Quest open. Hopefully guys, this week's been good. Welcome on to Corbin Bubble. Can we have a shout out for Corbin Bubble? Okay, that emote's actually adorable though. But yeah, no, I will be lining the entire day, so.
Where the rats?
What's up, Crisp?
Yo, what up, it's your boy Bust Nutsington and I'm about to pre.
Bust Nutsington is actually a fucking wild thing to say to me. Is it shift? No. What's the, is it, no. How do I like, I want to move the canvas. What's the fucking... Okay, so there's just a button. I guess there's like not a sign button, but there is a button on the tablet that is very, very handy for doing that specifically. But yeah, happy heckin' Tuesday. Hopefully everyone's week's been going well. Have you tried the Konami code? Oh, god damn it. I have not tried the Konami code. I don't think it would work, to be fair.
Rats. Where rats?
What's up, Chris?
Where the rats?
Got advice on Squeaky Orca's server and I got to say with their writing advice I might have wrote my best story yet. It's a hypno story.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that checks out. Welcome on. That doesn't surprise me at all. Points to you. Because Kasai also has Kasai is the non-sexual hypno kink, right? I mean, listen, I respect it. Just as long as, you know, consent. Also, it does check out, because excuse me, the fucking... You know what I am? My fucking language centers of my brain are already fucking, like, short-circuiting. I don't know what's happening to me today. But, you know, that checks out, because Squeaky Orca does do a lot of writing, and a lot of it's very, swirly-centric, shall we say. But am I the only mod without a hypno kink in any form? You'll have to check. I don't think Oceano has one. I am not certain for sure on Locker Chaos. So, like, you know, so you're one of two that I think is, we can fix that with time. Shut the fuck up. I mean, to be fair, Hypno Kink is, like, it is, I would argue, like, not necessarily one of those things that's, like, intrinsically so I can wear the Borb drones. Oh, my God. You know, I shouldn't be surprised. Welcome on, Kronos. Good to have you, Sweet Bean. But no, you were summoned by the discussion of the Hypno Kinks. I can't imagine that's what you wanted to put in, Brionic. I love my dog butt. Actually, that might have been it. But you know, no, it's correct. Okay, I just want to make sure. But yeah, no. I guess increase in like, am I just like silent? Like, I guess be fair. Like, you know, I have community overlap with like what Yo is poppin'. I know Yo is poppin' is a big fan of Hypno. Squeaky Orca. Actually, to be fair, Team Thunderfang has a lot of Hypno fans. That's fair. Also, good luck with that, Swariel. Listen, you gotta be respectful of other people. Just because Squeaky is full of rubber and Hypno, yes. And bad ends. Excuse me? Nightbot did not like this one. It just straight up like this. The page, like I tabbed and the page was just pure white. But yeah, no. Squeaky is full of rubber, Hypno, and bad ends. Dude, we're gonna be doing, so we are gonna be doing extremely zoomed in line arting. as you know, to kind of acknowledge that I am very, very zoomed in. I mean, bad end depends on perspective. I suppose that's fair. I've definitely heard this song before. But you know, I mean, okay, so I think bad end in context usually implies that whatever situation they're in, the person who is receiving of that situation does not, you know, consciously, I suppose, want to be inflicted with the ending that they are receiving. You know? I'm learning so many things about my various mods. Okay. Yeah, learning is why for me from reading that what I write is you'd learn that I'm a low-key freaky. I mean, listen, okay. Here's the thing. Unless you were like fully like 6 repulsed ace, everyone's got a little bit of freak going on in them. Like you know, I think a lot of the things it's like there are two types of people. People who are freaky and people who don't yet realize they're freaky. And I guess there's also the 6 repulsed ace. You know? I've seen multiple people go like, oh yeah, no, like I'm super vanilla, and then like they join the furry fandom or like are introduced to things and they're like, oh wait, shit, I'm into this. Oh wait, fuck. Yeah, several stories I was genuinely hesitant to post now to get a second opinion on. I mean, listen, I say go for it. I am trying. I'm not necessarily good about it, but I am trying to be like more open about my particular kinks and interests. It is somewhat of an anxiety point for me, to be fair, so. Nah. I think I like the hair being kind of like extremely messy. Can I ask you a genuine question? Go for it. I'm not into kinks, only dents, maybe scratches, not smudges though. Well, come on in, Big Burr. Can we shout out for Big Burr? Oh, StarkyMorph, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Live Chat. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. I see a fellow morph. Glad to have ya. We're vibing here. I'm trying to figure out how to draw a hair at this angle. It is surprisingly difficult. I like the idea here. I just need to like reverse the Did you really have to a homie that was into, and I quote, Turbo Scat? No. He wasn't into it. I think he just knew of it as a concept. And so it was in the same vein as like people like you know, kids in the early like mid to late 2000s who would show their friends like 2 girls 1 cup or 1 man 1 jar, like it's stuff that I can't imagine he was actually into it. He just knew it existed and was like, "Hey, look at this weird gross thing." And because that's not my thing, I was like, "Yo, that's weird and gross." Yeah, that was with that as a concept, I'm significantly less freaky than I thought. Yeah, here's the thing. it is very much a spectrum. Okay, because I still don't know what that means. Listen, I'm not going to explain it to you. I'll be 100% honest with you. I will not be explaining. What is going on with fucking, like, Nightbot's struggling today? I will not be explaining. I'm sure there's like a, like Urban Dictionary article on it or whatever. I mean, it'd be a buck a million with you. No. If it is a burning like question of curiosity where you won't sleep at night, just Urban Dictionary it. You just go with the default place if the block breaks a bit more. I could also potentially pull out the Songify bot. Here, actually, hold up. Let me do the thing real quick to see if like maybe, oh god damn it. Go to the dashboard, leave channel, reconnect channel. Maybe that will fix it. So Google's telling me he's into cars. Incorrect. You can figure this out. Like the Pixar movie. You know how words work. I'm not having this conversation live on stream. I'm done over it. We're over it. Moving on. But no. But I have to imagine someone's kink is Cars the movie. But yeah, no, like here's the thing. There are like every, in the same way there's always someone who's better than you at XYZ thing. There's always someone out there who's going to be even more kinky than you. And to be honest with you, as much as I respect the person who is the kinkiest human out there, I do not want to meet them under any circumstance. I do not like if I were introduced to someone and they're like, yes, they're the biggest kinkster of all humanity, I would be like, okay, give me the knife. There's a version of Mustang called a Scat Pack, so Google's only giving me people turbocharging their Mustangs. That is Google trying to protect you from yourself. What was really fucking funny, okay. So I got one of those like moments where it's really clear that the AI is like, AI doesn't actually know the shit that it's like trying to say. Because there was a fucking the Silk Song date announcement trailer, like what's up, Chris?
Where the rats?
Alright, I'm making a self-pull-out post. The Swariel write a story that doesn't include a bird character challenge. Literally impossible.
Fair enough. But no, where was I? Where was I actually? Fuck. Also, I realized I probably need to make this. Silk Song. Something about kink. So it was actually about Silk Song. The stream they did to announce the Silk Song date. There's a bunch of people who were getting into the stream early and were just spamming the chat with Shaw, and the AI chatbot was very clearly had no idea what was going on, because it was trying to it was trying to summarize what was going on with the chat. Welcome on with Struggle for Waffle. Can we show for Struggle for Waffle? So long has a date, good for it. But yeah, it's releasing in 2 days. Unfortunately, I will not be able to play it the day it comes out, because I do have other plans for that day, unfortunately, because it's Thursday. But we will be picking that up on what the fuck? What the fuck? But it will be I will be occupied Thursday, unfortunately, but I will be playing it Friday and also most of next week. They gave us literally no warning. They gave us 2 weeks warning. They did the same fucking thing with Hollow Knight. You should not be surprised. They actually did that is straight up how the published date for Hollow Knight was announced also. What's Hollow Knight? Okay, unfortunately I think I'm gonna have to pull up Songify, because I think I think Nightbot is broken. But no, where was it? Fucking okay. Here, we're using Songify, exclamation mark, SSR, Spotify link or search. I'm a little annoyed at Nightbot, but oh well. Can someone pin that for me? No, I didn't want to fucking put a song in there. I did not. Q window. Oh my god, this software is such a piece of shit. Thank you, Swariel.
We're the
What's up, Chris?
Question: does any song in the K-pop Demon Hunters OST not serve absolute?
Speaking of AI, some AI goon got escorted out of the Dragon Con by police for going against the Artist Alley contract and sold AI pieces. Oh yeah, you did send me that article. But yeah, no. Wait, I got distracted because I was trying to tell a fucking story. But no, because it was trying to explain like, okay, like a bunch of people were in the chat for that stream early and they were just posting Shaw. Like just Shaw, like, you know. And the bot was like, they're posting Shaw because they're showing solidarity for I don't fucking remember what it was, but it was some very clearly like the AI has no context for why this is happening. How out of touch are you to do AI in an Artist Alley? I mean, listen. Very. These people who still insist on using AI genuinely like I wonder how much their brain continues like because there was like a study done that like people who use AI are literally stupider. Like they literally function at a lower intellectual capacity than normal humans. Like the humans who don't use AI. So like I think they are literally like their brain is genuinely getting fried from AI usage. Okay. Oh, their brain's fully rotten. Like, it's all soil in there. It's a bit odd. Oh, for sure. Like, you know, that's why I was like, like anytime one of my friends like joke, like, you know, I'm like, I always shut down that kind of stuff whenever like one of my friends is like, oh, like use it. Like, no, I specifically told my mom. Luckily, my mom does not know what ChatGPT is, but I specifically was like, do not use it. It will make you stupider. I refuse to believe when they got shut down, that's why the police came. Okay. This will be the last song for the main queue, and then we will be doing Songify because Nightbot continues to be broken. The bot continues to burn. I'm excited for the like, you know, for a fact they're going to do like because didn't they say that they're doing a theatrical release of K-pop Demon Hunters? That's 100% going to be a sing-along. You know for a fact. No, they can change, but I won't if you're not by my side. They already did one? Wait, they already Shit. Welcome on Gigantic. What are you, Sweet Bean? You shout for Giganta? Also, welcome on Ambrose. Thank you so much for the almost 2 years. Enjoy. Thank you for the 23 months, you sweet Durg. Can we shout out for Giganta? How are you holding up? They didn't. It was #1 at the box office. We could be free. Like the US had a rampant invasive infestation. The simple science is just let's eat it. Eat if it's edible. It's not rocket science. Oh, for sure. It's a work week. That's fair. I am currently deep in lineart hell. So, like, learned that the south had a kudzu infestation. That shit is edible. Just eat it. Here's the thing. It'll fucking so kudzu grows so fast that it meaningfully grows. It'll grow back before you have because it's you have to harvest it and then put it in a way that people like are willing to eat. Like it is one of those things where like it does mean that, for example, like, you know, people who are enterprise that can just like go out and like grab like a scythe and be like, yeah, I'm just gonna, you know, knock some kudzu down and have it for dinner. But like at an industrial scale that you would need to do to actually like remove it from the you need like a herd of goats to make a dent, and I'm not sure a goat would want it. Actually, I do believe that goats do love, like, there's at least some animal that loves kudzu that they're currently weaponizing against the plant. You eat the roots and it's full of starch. You can make noodles, alcohol, etc. Okay, so you know, there's also to be said the nature of cottage industries around, like, you know, it. It's one of those things where it might be, you know, that might be a solution, but it brushes up against the nature of capitalism. All right, here we go. All right, I should probably make sure, hold up. I should probably make sure that, I should probably make sure that fucking, where is it? Are you being recorded? Music. You are, okay. It is being saved to the VOD, so that section of the VOD will get muted. Sorry about that. This is me trying my hand at something a little bit different in regards to the way I render fluff. But no, I genuinely think that, you know, it's one of those things where it's like invasive species are just like, you know, they're deeply problematic, and it's better to just not introduce them. But people are dumb, you see. Therein lies the problem. People look at nature and they're like, I can use you, but then they don't actually respect or look at what the nature is doing. Hold up, would that even? Yes, because that would. There we go. And they got massive, so the yield is big. Edible invasive species is a gold mine in the food industry. Good to know. Yeah, good to know if I ever find myself in the South. I'll just eat the kudzu. But to be fair, that does imply that I will ever willingly go to the South. Leave that to yeah, exactly. It's like I'm going specifically the opposite direction. If I lived in a hot climate like Florida or Cali, I'm not gonna have a pet reptile like I do now. Yeah, that's fair. You want to be careful with, you know, you want to be careful with your pets, because, you know, America has a problem where people keep, you know, species as pets that they clearly can't handle, and then they release them and they either die horribly or become invasive species. Though that's the only two fucking, like, those are the only two pathways for, like, released animals. Die horribly or become an invasive species. The Starky did find himself in the South, it would be because Pabma dragging his ass to an event in the South. Even then, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think I would. I don't think I would be willing to go to the South. Why not both? I mean, I guess it can become an invasive species and then die horribly. Humans are an invasive species. It's kind of. It depends on how you really define invasive species. Because humans, to some degree, you could argue have like natively migrated to every single corner of the planet. What's wrong with the South? Gadget? You know you didn't have to ask that question. We should have Gadget. If my skink escapes the wild here in Michigan, at least I know it won't survive the winter. What's not? Yeah, it's probably easier to ask what isn't wrong with the South. And like, I don't say that to be like mean. It's a just a, you know, that I guess, like, you know, the thing about the South that isn't bad is that there are good people in the South. Structurally speaking, though, you know, looking at power structures, it's not the greatest place to be. I have no choice but to be here sometimes. Yeah, that's the thing. So, like, it's one of those things where it's like, you know, like, there is something to be said about, like, divorcing the context of your being. Welcome on our resume. I'm glad I was speaking. Like, divorcing the context of who you are as a person from the location of your birth. But, like, I do recognize there's, like, you know, you want to be proud of the place that you're born, but also, like, shit's fucked right now, man. If you're wondering why I'm doing this super zoomed in, it's because this piece is actually supposed to be a gift, so I'm trying to avoid, like, letting this become a thumbnail on Twitch. It wasn't necessarily a super problem until the sketch got decent, so, there we go. Is Stark the who needs to be on the cover of Borbs magazine? Cover of Borbs magazine is actually really funny. This is going to be such a pain to color, but I think it is going to look amazing, so. If I remember, one of the Great Lakes is infested with jumping carp, and like fish is edible and you have a boating license, you'll be jumping on your boat, no fishing license needed. To be fair, that they all, like, the fact that they jump also does introduce a new problem, because they actually, like, meaningfully, like, people get fucking hurt from those things just, like, jumping on them. Like that actually, like, people break bones and shit. Protection is required. I want to say they're an actual species. Like, they're like, their species name isn't the flying, like, the jumping carp. I would say they're like Asiatic carp is like their species name. I went here for the maw shots. The only the most premium maw shots. Welcome on, Arish. Good to have you, Sweet Bean. It is free food that just jumps in your hands, literally. I suppose so. It does, but it also does require you having a boat. I'm here for the most sussy bird on Twitch. Welcome on, no, I'm glad to have you, Sweet Bean. We both know I'm not the most sussy bird on Twitch. There's a couple competent, like, I've got some serious competition in that front. I'm trying to think of, like, who, immediately off the top of my head, I feel like Jame is like top tier sussy. Trob is also up there. Chai, I feel like, is also, like, you know, a respectable competition in that front. Spout's also up there. Do I? Yes, go give Nom a shout out. Nom has, I believe you've got special plans coming for you're calling it Septumbi. So go give Nom a follow. If I lived near the infested lake and have a boating license, I'd go fishing every week. Yeah, but also, like, that September. It's September. Subtumby. Yeah, drawing the webcam channel, though. Fair enough. I mean, I respect the showing of the Tumby. Admittedly, it's one of those things where it's like I personally like, because I like it's like I said, like I was talking about it earlier, that like that anxiety I have regarding like expressing interest in kinks, because I don't want people to show up and be immediately weird about it in padded protection. You know, like that's, I guess like that's like my anxiety is like I don't, you know. But I guess to be fair, like, you know, the one time I had someone show up and be immediately horny about my art, it did feel unironically like, don't get me wrong, it was weird, but it was also like kind of positive because it was like, anyways, anyone here into tongues? Just being fat on the internet, you get objectified, so I've gotten used to it. That's fair. I mean, it sucks. Like, that does genuinely suck that happens to you, but, like... the good news is, like, you've got thick enough skin. Long tongues are nice. The good news is it does sound like you've got thick enough skin where, like, you know, you can kind of deal with, you know... Because it's weird, because it's simultaneously, like... I feel a bit bad for people who are on the heftier side. I myself, like, I've got a tum, but like I'm not big, outside of like in the literal sense. There's spooky music. Welcome on, Death Nation. Unfortunately, I should probably we don't have Nightbot open, unfortunately. Because wait, yeah, we don't have Nightbot open because it is currently broken is the problem. So it's exclamation mark SSR and then a song. How's that tongue look? I think I'm actually figuring out a lot of stuff about sketching. Like I think that this is like the beginning of my sketch arc for sure. I think I need a something to help, like, because the idea is like you kind of want to try to break up. I mean, that also works. No doubt, just a girl. Wait, wait. The Living Tombstone should be. Hold up. Living Tombstone. Maybe Living Tombstone hasn't put it on. No. Oh, it's Step On Up. Apparently. Sorry about that. But yeah, I'm getting somewhere in terms of my like mod drawing skills, which I think is a good development. Fish and I'm not a fan of nerdcore. That's fair. Music. So like I actually like I have a secret like love of a very specific genre. I don't know what its name is. I've heard it referred to as mathcore or math rock. I don't find a lot of instances of it. So whenever I do, I'm like always excited. But fucking line art. I'm gonna crash out. There we go. I'm very into vibe music like Pearloon, which is the name of the song. Okay. We got news. We got Snoot. Oh, come on, Oceana. I'm glad to have you, Sweet Bane. Okay, Oceana, I have a question for you. This is gonna seem kind of out of you're missing context to this question. But this question is actually on behalf of Suda. Do you have a hypno kink? Nope. I remembered correctly. That wasn't it. Wait, why? Suda was wondering if they were the only mod who had hypno kink, and I was pretty sure you didn't have one. So I was like, I'm pretty sure Oceano doesn't have one. I can't vouch for anyone else.
Spin!
Because my mods have admitted things in this chat. I respect it though. I don't really have any kinks. Fair enough. We respect the vanilla prince. I'll admit, like I think hypno is neat, but not a kink for me. That's fair. Like a slight one. Okay. That's like, you know, what's up, Crisp?
Starky, what do you think of cupcakes but the frosting is substituted with deviled egg filling?
I saw that conversation you and Draco were having. You are a sinner. You've committed a sin. The only hypno art you've gotten, that was because Kusa was doing it. That's fair. Oh, that's right. That's for your side account. Vanilla Prince sounds like an insult, Starky. Or Kensu was in there. I glanced over it. I wasn't necessarily sure who was an active participant in the sins that were being committed. Ugh. Being zoomed in is a huge pain in the ass in terms of like making these minute details that I want look very specifically how I want them to. Kensu spawned the idea I had. Oh, that's right. No, like, but also, like, why don't you give it a try? I'm sure it'll work out just fine. Just go ahead and put some deviled eggs on your cupcakes. Like having a channel not to VTube less stressful. That's fair. As if something posted gave me the idea. I'm gonna crash the fuck out. There we go. If I'm gonna be a vanilla prince, then it better be some high quality. Okay, French vanilla prince also sounds like an insult, doesn't it? I also started training my dog to bring me a glass of red wine on command. It's a Bordeaux Collie. I don't get it. Can you explain the joke? Can you explain it? I don't understand. But no. What if the cookies are savory? Would the deviled egg filling fit it? Never had a deviled egg, by the way. I guess you could do like a savory deviled egg, but also like, why would you do that? Or like you eat like a savory cupcake. Like at that point, you're just make a fucking egg bite, you weirdo. Just make an egg bite and put it on a fucking like corn brown muffin, like a corn muffin or something. What's up, Chris?
Starky, is deviled eggs just a cupcake without the sugar, flour, baking soda?
No. Because deviled eggs, when done properly, should have mayonnaise and mayo in them. Or, it should have mayonnaise and mustard. A requester Mix-a-Lot bark, like, you want it, what the fuck? I mean, what did you request? Oh, because it presumably because you're trying to search up songs that aren't on Spotify, so it like, you know... The song of Spotify has a more limited list of
What does
fun fact, I have Newt means mustard seed.
Please,
Interesting.
Please, do not push the button.
Alright, no, why are you pressing the button? I swear to God, if you're trying to get Tony the Tiger milk.
Milk. Put it on your cereal.
How the fuck did I know? How did I know? I knew the entire time. I knew you were trying to get that fucking Tony the Tiger juice. What's up, Crisp?
I'd make a whole deviled eggs a satanic joke, but yeah. One of my stories features a demon and might actually just be satanic.
Clipping that. Listen. Sometimes you have to set the universe up with punchlines so that way it can take the swing and usually miss. It's the law of truly large numbers. If you predict dumb shit happening enough, eventually it will get there. Question is, can you make deviled eggs in the dishwasher? No, because you shouldn't be making eggs in the dishwasher. We've been over this. Just boil water, you fucking weirdo. How do I cancel the Spotify song list? I already removed it, don't worry. Can I clean a milk soaked towel in the... I guess? I suppose? Wait, what? Oh! Gadget, Gadget, we're not using Nightbot today. Nightbot's broken. Mind the pinned message. We're currently using Songify, which uses !SSR. Because the problem was Nightbot, every single time a song would finish, the fucking screen would break, and it wouldn't try to load the next page. Like, it wouldn't try to load the next song. So I would have had to fucking interrupt the art every single song.
Rats, we're rats. We're the rats.
What's up, Crisp?
You know what, fuck you, it's time for Bubble Fun. Pours half a bottle of dish soap in your dishwasher and proceeds to run it. It's bubble time, bitch.
Also, Death Nation, I think this shit's broken as fuck. I think it's because you're trying to request songs that don't exist on Spotify. It doesn't accept YouTube links and searches at all. So, like, you might want to check to see if the song exists on Spotify first. Here, let me remove Soulfire, because that was, I think, what was put in there. Worked? Yeah. Because, like, basically, like, whenever it does a search, like, whenever you put in a search query, it searches immediately for, like, the first, like, you know, it'll search for a specific thing, and then it'll put it in the queue. And if it can't find it, like, it basically, like, you know, if you put, you know, it'll just, like, stick whatever the first returned result is. Also, like, this does make you realize how shitty Spotify's search query system is. Silky Schlong out soon. Welcome on, Big Magician. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Silk Song is, in fact, out soon. How does that look? I'm not a huge fan of how this looks. I think everything else is fine. Apparently it took that long because the devs were having fun. I'm sincerely glad. Unironically, I'm glad the devs were having a good time. Because that's genuinely how the best art is made. When something is properly cared for, that's when you get the best art, and the absolute silence of the game was on purpose. Oh, I imagine. They explicitly said that they specifically did not mention game development progress because they didn't want to get rushed. What's up, Chris?
Closer. Yes, closer, just a bit closer. I have something to tell you, bitch.
Killing it. Also, the hate Silk Song was getting was absurd. To be fair, the fans were the fans were causing some problems. Like, you know, they were harassing devs, which is definitely not fucking cool. Like, you know, like any game that would get like a spotlight in like a Nintendo showcase, they'd be like, it's not Silk Song, so they would, you know, the fans were rabid. It's our murder fans. It's that's why I fucking like I would what's it called? Like, I would clown on Silk Song never getting announced because I genuinely think that, like, it is good for us to have good fun and then acknowledge that, like, we've been waiting for a bit. Like, you know, if all you're doing is saying, like, oh, you know, like, oh, like, you know, when will this game get released? You're, like, kind of minimizing the value other people can get from their games. How long is the queue currently? I'm curious now. The queue has gotten, it's pretty, you know, pretty reasonable. I forgot to do the face. Oh yeah. But you know, I'm excited. I will not be truly excited until I am allowed to play the game. I think that's the big thing. Because in my mind, the game won't be real until I'm actually allowed to play it. Also, mods, just in case, can someone keep an eye on Pop Mud just to make sure that he, like, in the, like, very, very, very slim chance that he actually ends up raiding in here, I would actually appreciate a heads up on that regard. Because I am working on a thing for him, so. Game is fake news we were deceived. He's offline? Okay, perfect. He's already done? Okay, perfect. I just want to make sure. Because I am trying to make this somewhat of a surprise. He rated out? Perfect. Wait. Hold up. Let me check Songify settings. Song requests. Viewers get 2. Followers get... What do followers get? Okay. Huh. So you are capped out, like, notably. Like, I have it set so that way. I think everyone can put songs in the... What's up, Chris?
Chocobo's a battle cry landfall and I'm about to bust.
But you know, like, I think I have it set so that way everyone has, like, a max of, at most 3 songs they can put in the queue at any point in time. Phrases that literally only mean to Starky. To be fair, I personally think anyone who plays Magic the Gathering would be able to interpret what exactly that is. Like, what you're going on about. At least anyone who has, you know, knowledge of recent releases, at the very least.
Wretch, wretch.
What's up, Chris?
The wretch.
Speaking of Magic the Gathering, I am a tad bit confused. How did Monkey make you cry?
Oh, so welcome on, Aether Wolf. I'm glad I have you. Give a shout for Aether Wolf. Aether, mind the pinned message. We exclamation mark SSR today. So to explain, more or less, the thing that made me cry immediately is Monkey basically put together a very, very thoughtful Magic the Gathering deck with references to a lot of IRL, like, interactions. Sorry, no problem. And it just, a lot of, like, it was a ton of effort had been put into it. And there's a lot of, like, references to, like, very small things. For example, when I graduated from college, Monkey bought me a copy of Homeward Path. Which is the effect of it doesn't really matter, but what matters was the flavor text, which is "May your heels always point you home." That is actually for his fan base that hit him first. Lots of Borbs. Yeah, may your heels lead you home. And like that, like receiving that after graduating college was like a huge deal. Like it was very, very thoughtful because like that was one of those moments where I'm like, I finally have the opportunity to really decide where I want to go with my life for the first time. And to receive it again in this context where, like, you know, because it was both an early birthday gift and also like a you're going away present. That, you know, so it ended up being like doubly meaningful. I'm trying to think of like another example. Meaning of life, be gay, transgender, furry. Yeah, it's true. There was a section that was based, like, you know, there was one that was based on friend, like really, really close friends. The one that was based on mom, where he got a specific printing from Mother of Runes. That's very much like our mom coded energy, which is like all who are, you know, the flavor text of it was like, they are all my children, and so long as I draw a breath, I shall see that nothing happens to them. And it's just like little thoughtful stuff like that. Like I don't think the deck functions as like a playable commander deck. Because I actually gave it some thought. I'm like, there's no ramp. There is like a bunch of 8-drops and no ramp. Oh god, no, it doesn't. But like it was just a very, very sweet, thoughtful thing that he put together, and it, like, just seeing the amount of effort that went into it. He said like there was like 40 to 60 hours. What's up, Chris?
Starky.
I don't think Chris can speak Chinese, unfortunately. I know, like it was just like a very, very, like, it was one of those gifts where like its value to me is much, much more than like its individual components. It is the fact that someone put that much effort into making something special for me. Let's keep those messages just the one, please, as we keep. Yeah, we can't really moderate languages we don't speak. What's up, Crisp?
Each of them is my child, and no harm will befall them while I still live.
Yeah, that's very much Monkey and my mom. That's very much our mom energy. Hope y'all had a good weekend. It was a good weekend. Very, very busy, mine, but the secret lair was 5 different moms. That's actually that's amazing. Different art, different flavor texts. There we go. I kind of like the haphazard feel of it. Also, in ads, I meant no harm. Sorry if I annoyed people. Like, you found out why people keep posting song requests despite the pinned. Oh yeah, that's right. That's a good point. Here, let me edit that real quick. I'm changing it now. I know for a fact there's gonna be at least one other person. We'll get at least one more person yet tonight, for whom who is going to join and immediately try to song request. You know, like a lot of people made that mistake. I tried to announce it, but I guess I'm not good at this whole streaming thing. But no. So like that, you know, my weekend ended up being like very, very busy and very, very emotional. Like very weirdly emotional. Like last week was SSR is Songify, yes. The thing is, people were typing !SR, like a single S.
Wretch, wretch.
What's up, Crisp?
We're the wretch.
Don't mind me, just distracting Starky with latex pick again.
I'll be honest with you. With the current speed of things, distractions are not going to do their job really well, because I am deep in the sauce of needing to try and get this done. because I need to add more detailing like this in various places. There's one available right now that's just 4 different versions of Lightning Bolt and 1 Dragon Rage's channeler. That's actually great. I love that. Welcome back from the ads. Art looks good, by the way. Thank you. I'm not so sure about these eyes, to be honest. Here. Let me try this. I see what you did there. Like, let me see about because they would naturally wrap a little bit. I think it is part of why that this looks a touch weird. Like, they would wrap around the snoot. It's like it's a minor thing, but I think it actually like does have like a meaningful like it's gonna have a meaningful impact on the overall feel of this. What's up, Chris?
We're the wretch.
Confession, you know that whole what I made is not good enough thing a lot of artists have due to the nature of my art. All I can think is if it's not good enough I can just improve, plus people don't look at this stuff for award-winning writing. I live in art nirvana.
I wish I could do that. I wish I could like silence that kind of voice in my head. So way to see the current song list. Not really, unfortunately. I'm trying to like there's here, let me look at the commands real quick. So song request, let's see, it's gonna be file, settings, commands. Exclamation mark Q. Oh, I have to specifically enable that. Type Q now. Sorry about that. Because it was something I had to specifically enable. Were you a furry live show? A dude sounds exact. I don't think so. I'll be honest with you. I don't even know what a furry live show like is. Are like? I'm not super clear. Like, are you're you know? Weird. I guess to be fair, like I don't necessarily know that I have the most distinct voice, shall we say. I can't remember the show.
Wretch. We're
What's up, Chris?
the wretch.
I command you to give me more cheems.
You do not have such power here. I am the cheese provider. You bow to my whims. All right. But no, like I because to some degree, like I am, a kind of a victim of my own, like a victim of my own, like perfectionism when it comes to art like this. I'm also just a victim. Thank you, Garion. Can we shout for Garion?
Do you like this? Do you like this? Well, no more.
This theme's a banger. All right, I guess I'll just stop talking then. AKA the most cursed rhythm game. How does that look? Also, Starky, how do you do? Welcome on, welcome on in, Garion. Now that I've been acknowledged, wait, yes, shout out Garion. I'm doing all right. I'm currently really cooking with this sketch. What in the world? What did you try to request? Oh, Bacon Magician, mind the pin message. Mind the pin message. Nightbot's broken. We're using Songify. I did exclamation mark SSR. Yeah, but it's Spotify, so it's not YouTube. It's a Spotify link. There's a little guy who cancels you, Steven Universe, evil cousin. Oh, gross. Yeah, it sucks. Trust me, I wish I didn't have to, but it is a nice backup, unfortunately, for when fucking Nightbot decides to shit itself to death. Which is unfortunately very frequent. I'm pretty sure that's Senor Pelo, who is a YouTuber. Like that's the guy who comes out for that redeem. But no, I think I'm low-key extremely cooking with this sketch so far.
Rats, we're rats.
What's up, Chris?
We're the rats.
Shame there's no other music bots who are not dead to US that does YouTube videos.
Yeah.
Rats.
Fuck stream elements.
We're the rats.
What if I ask you really nicely for the cheese?
Then I will give you the cheese. You're already holding a block of cheese. Do you want more cheese? Oh, god damn it. Why is...
Rats, we're rats.
What's up, Chris?
We're the rats.
Starky, have you seen my limited edition half-century aged cheese? I finally found some perfectly aged wine to pair with the cheese, and some delicate sweet treats to offset the aged cheese. I placed some heavy locks on that in the vault, even with a note that is mine. Oh wait, I think I just lost the key for it.
Damn shame. I can call a locksmith. But no, this is very slowly eating away at my soul. I think in part, okay, so I think I figured out kind of what's going on here. That's like a little bit bugging me, which is that these lines probably need a little bit of Starkey is this locksmith. I actually do have a lockpick kit. I need to practice with it more.
Rats, we're rats.
What's up, Chris?
We're the rats.
If you look closely you can see Starky's sanity draining from him due to his mortal enemy, lineart.
Listen, speaking of aged wine, how long can you age wine for it until it no longer... I think at some point, if you age wine long enough, it just becomes vinegar, right? So, like, presumably, it becomes vinegar, and then it doesn't really age anymore beyond that. The alcohol just seeps out of the cork. I mean, that's not really how it works technically, but yeah, so like it becomes vinegar and then it really kind of stops aging. So you know, it technically doesn't go bad. So people say it helps you get slim. I mean, doesn't vinegar give you the shits? Like isn't it like what's the term for it? Like what's the term for things that make you poop? Coffee is one of them. God, my language, the language center of my brain is fucking struggling today. What is the fucking name of those? I'm laxative. Thank you, chat. I would not have gotten that.
We're the rats.
What's up, Crisp?
Starky so good at unlocking, he unlocked his 7th chakra.
I have no idea what the 7th chakra is, I won't lie. Now this is just nice. This is just nice, chat. Just nice Clair de Lune. Have you had a good trip? Oh yeah, that's right, Gary. You went to the FurCon.
We're the
I was lurking in your what's a
Here's
Crisp?
a bussy.
Shut the fuck up. Shut up, Crisp. I was lurking in your Telegram chat. Solaris Lion, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the chat. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Do I dare give? No, I'm not project creeping myself to death. I'm dying. Speaking of getting this shits, yesterday I got a can of premium coffee from my local Japanese supermarket chain. It was sour. I fucking, like, I hate that. Because I've had nitro cold burn. I've been awake for 2 days. That is, yeah, I can understand why you're dying now. That is understandably something that will exhaust the fuck out of you. Hopefully you can get a good night's sleep. Insomnia is a fascinating KO. I feel that so
Clear the
deeply.
bussy D's nuts.
Shut the Crisp. Who teaches you these things? Is it Swariel? Swariel, why do you teach Crisp these things? Vintage ports can be aged up to 40 years from a quick Googling. I blame chat. I had a bad insomnia episode last night. I definitely had a bit of an insomnia last night as well, because whenever, basically, you know, on average once a week my sleep schedule gets fucked up because I stay up late for the weekends. Both of you needed nice pumpkin flax granola bits. That's not explicitly a laxative, but it definitely seems like it would have the same effect. Because that's a lot of fucking fiber. It's probably triggered by that aforementioned. I definitely have I've had a cup from, I think it was like Black Rifle Coffee, and it tasted like they put lemon juice in the coffee, and it was the most fucking vile, disgusting thing I ever had. Like, I waited for the coffee to grow cold so that way I could just immediately pound back, because I'm not about to waste caffeine, but goddamn. People keep telling me to drink caffeine, but that doesn't work on me. Just makes my heart beat faster. Coffee-nade. It was so fucking bad. I would under no circumstances recommend anyone try drinking coffee with fucking lemon juice in it. I'm pretty sure that that ended up getting yeeted. I don't necessarily blame my brother for doing that. Maybe he needed a bit of sugar. I don't think sugar was gonna save it, because it would contribute to like a truly terrible mouthfeel. Like it was bad. Why not add peanut butter to the coffee to put some thickness back? Oh my god. Absolutely, because I'm allergic to peanut butter. That's the problem. You expect me to put fucking death juice in my coffee? I'm dead. I just died. It's actually hard to describe the sourness of the coffee, but I could tell you it was from the beans. Like the beans were bad. Oh dear. Maybe that was the case. Maybe we got a batch of bad beans. Okay, so this version we're drawing him without a shirt. Mari specifically requested this. I don't think Mari realized when I was drawing this that this is for Papa. I tried to tell her. I'm like, hey, I'm doing this for the thing that you wanted me to do. Ketchup with coffee, big think. Disregard the last question mark. How about butter or olive oil? I've heard some people. I definitely have heard. I've heard of. It's called like bulletproof coffee, I believe. Ketchup in the coffee is definitely like a Cam Cool style recipe. We had to fucking. We have a new addition to the Cam Cool recipe fucking shitpost fiasco. Cam asked us what would happen if he microwaved fucking good I'm in the food. Enjoy. He asked what would happen if he fucking microwaved coleslaw. That boy is not right. He's not right. Something's wrong. Bulletproof, more like your toilet. I definitely have heard about the what was the like Oleo latte, the thing that Starbucks tried to do where they put fucking olive oil in a latte and it caused everyone to shit themselves. What? Have you made coffee the normal way? I do cold brew. Because I do not have the energy in the morning to actually like make a proper cup. On the weekend, if I do drink coffee, I will make like a pour over. But no, like I'm very much like, you know. Yeah, so like there was a thing that fucking Starbucks did where they did like an olive oil latte, and it caused a bunch of people to shit themselves. So people were like, "Yo, we gotta go to fucking Starbucks to get the shit yourself potion." It's with the same energy that they went to fucking Panera to get the death lemonade. I need coffee concentrate to feel the caffeine. I mean, that is very much what cold brew is.
Wretch, wretch,
What's up, Crisp?
we're the wretch.
Microwaved coleslaw? What's next? Baked ambrosia salad.
I actually don't know what goes into an ambrosia salad, I won't lie. The only thing I get at Starbucks, ironically, is a pumpkin spice latte with extra whipped. I have not gone to Starbucks in a fucking like it's been at least 2 years at this point. I refuse to give them my fucking money ever again. I want to feel death, but not that much death. Cowardice. No, I'm kidding. Just because I greet death with open arms. Sergey's gone. Has anyone called you Fly? Has anyone gone that far? I can't go there. I actually feel like I would be more insulted if someone called me Fly than if they just called me white. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be 100%. I'm white. They're right. If they call me white, they're just right. But if they call me Fly, I'm gonna be like, wow, you're trying your best to compliment me in spite of my caucasity. How dare you? I'm so addicted to caffeine. If I got a day without caffeine, that's what I take breaks from caffeine during the weekends to like reset my tolerance. I used to work at Starbucks. I remember most of the recipes. No, I mean like Fly because you're a bird. Duh. Oh, fair enough. I'm an S tier. I'm S tier humor. I'm unfortunately. In doing so, I revealed that I am not in fact a gay bird on the internet. Well, I actually am a gay bird on the internet, but in real life, I am not a gay bird. Cries in Sag. Is Starbucks still union busting? Starbucks still exists, so of course it's still union busting. That company will not stop union busting until it lies and fucking shatters. I honestly expect a lot of like different companies to just like cease to exist. Fuck that. Also, Starbucks was like one of the biggest companies actively supplying money towards a genocide. So like, in case you needed extra reason to not buy Starbucks ever again. Thankfully, Amazon will stop union busting, right? Definitely. Like, no cap, I had caffeine withdrawals so bad I couldn't drive home from work. I work in a Butler Cafe every summer. That sounds lovely, actually. I've never gone to a Butler Cafe. I want to go to the, I guess to be fair, like, if memory serves, I think it closed. There was, like, the Wolf Cafe in Japan. I wanted to go to that one, but like, you know, there's unfortunately a very, very niche market, so I'm not surprised that it closed. I am sad about it though. Yeah, it's similar to a themed cafe. Funny. Hold up. My eyes could use a bit of a rest, so let me go ahead and Wolf Cafe, how I wish I could have gone. Yeah. Do you hear they made Kirby cafes? They have their own lo-fi OST. I heard about that. Apparently Kirby cafes are like, the food is cute, but it's the flavor of it's disappointing. It's a seasonal cafe. Get to dress up as a cat guy butler. That sounds adorable. Hold up. What the fuck is... I got sent this. So remember them stopping with the genocide supporting? Well, the drink tastes like watered down grocery store. Yeah, here's the thing. It's like, I'm not going back. The genie's out of the bottle. I'm never having, you know, because it's expensive and shit. It pays a lot, so I don't complain. That's fair. I want to go to it. I would work at a cat cafe. Like I would work as like a cat butler in a cat themed cafe. That sounds fucking awesome, actually. Just so long as I get to like I get to actually like not take shit from customers. 100% I'm down. The music was awful. Listen, someone to put in that music in this song. Let's not, like I said, don't be shitty about other people's music choices. We have different animals. We have specific roles, so I sadly got the role of sadist. That's a good point. I've never seen a D battery used anywhere outside the context of flashlights. Even nowadays, like I have a fucking like lantern that's like USB charged. It has an internal battery. The butler's like 6 of us every summer. Oh, so you get like the like 5S style like role assignment. This guy has incredibly chaotic energy. I respect. God damn it. Who is this? I love their verbal output. Apparently it's Chris Fleming. There's a bikini coffee shop near my house where this is the Boxer Brief coffee shop. There's me, a yokai cat, a Shiba Inu, dragon, cow, deer, rabbit. Interesting. I've not used a debatter in years. I used to have a lantern with a manual charger in it. What is this tangent? Wouldn't worm foam just be cream? I suppose so? It'd just be cream with air in it. The job is fun. I like dressing up for work. This summer, my boss said she might actually commission a fursuit maker to actually make it an actual furry cafe. That sounds like a lot of fun, actually. This started with D batteries. How are we complaining about Google employees? That's not Google. That's Niantic. Is this what it's like to watch me react to videos where I'm like, oh yeah, let me get distracted. Dude, it was apparently pretty shitty to work for. They have all the flashy stuff but no actual job benefits. That's what I've heard as well. I use DuckDuckGo. I was wondering about the music choice. Hold up. This did remind me. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I'll put back on the music. Let me see if I can find it, because there's an entire TikTok channel dedicated to Dunkin' Donuts or Dunkin' coffee orders. Dunkin' Donuts coffee orders. So you a Starbucks thing? I might be getting too tangented. I will add that to the queue, but also let me see. Where the fucking... Please tell me I can find this, because it's great. This is... Okay. I see... The question is... Let me see. Yes. Okay. What the fuck? Okay, this might be the worst version of it I've ever seen. Hold up. Hold the fuck up. Hold up. This might be the worst version of this I've ever fucking seen. So these are actual orders from people who actually go to Starbucks, is what this account is. It is dedicated to recording this shit people, or not Starbucks. This is Dunkin' Donuts. This is shit people actually order from Dunkin' Donuts. This is all sugar. There is no room for the coffee anymore. I think that's tasty mold. Okay, so there's ice in here. Excuse me, why did you even put ice in here? It tastes like mildew. The mistake was putting the ice in first, is what one of the comments says. Gadget, mind the pin message. There we go. This sucks. Oh, sweet tooth, but Jesus. That's like not even remotely like out of the ordinary. To be fair, it's a little bit excessive, but like this is probably the statistical average of the things she has to do. Sugar covered with a bit of liquid. Girl, you missed everything. Wait, hold up. Why the fuck? Why can't I hate TikTok. TikTok's a piece of shit app. You guys can't see shit. We can't see. Listen. I've accidentally ordered something with no coffee in it. I will add the coffee. To be fair, I've heard that. Also, you're also been successful. Welcome on Eagle Jalapeno. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. I've unironically heard the idea that people do this, like they'll do this and then use this as like creamer for like 12 coffees, like a fuck ton of sugar, a fuck ton of creamer, and then just like they'll like pour like a bit of it and then like actually make a cup of coffee. There's Starky's a force of habit. I'm sorry. No, you're fine. Today we'll take a sip out of that so we can still predict in the 56th dimension. I got a Sprite the other day, just a bottle of Sprite, 63 grams of sugar. That is actually fucking wild to me. I ordered a fucking frappe and they didn't put any coffee into it. What goes into a frappe then if it's not coffee? Really good, great job, Trinity. You're, The customer paid $13 for this drink, apparently. 25 sugars. Why don't I just put the syrup at that point? I have no idea. It's just a whipped sugar cream, basically. It wasn't mad, just disappointed. Milk condensed concentrate? What's the fucking point of a frappe then? Sweet Jesus. At the air. What do you mean you put Splenda in there? Oh yeah, oh yeah, I don't want this to be too sweet. I don't want too many calories. Put the Splenda in there. Why? The Splenda will say. Look at the folks what they want. I'm gonna be honest with you. If you want this, I think you might actually have like a genuine like serotonin problem. I don't say this to be disrespectful. I say this sincerely. Like, I am concerned for your well-being. I need a need a blender. Was there coffee has not been added to this yet? There is no coffee. This is just cream, chocolate, and sugar. The whipped cream. The whipped cream on top is criminal. You mix it, add it to the fridge, like delicious diabetes. Welcome on it, Growly. Give it a shout out for Growly. I also got sent this apparently. Hold up. We're tangenting a touch. The white bellow. It fucking surged for the cream surging forth. My time is now. Tastes just like you, honey. Hurt. You're the person who was best. Welcome on, Big Brand. Look at that heavy sweet bean. What the? That's a Dairy Queen thing. That's not. Why was the thing that I noticed that was wrong, the fact that she turned it upside down like it's a Dairy Queen Blizzard and not any of the other nightmarish events that occurred within my purview? Anyways, back to art. I do love the spin. Welcome on, Ivan. Can we shout for Ivan? How you doing, you sweet bean? Also, how you holding up, Growly? Glad to have you too. Starky, don't worry, Chad. I have arts to finish. I won't get distracted. Listen, I won't get that distracted. As far as distractions go, that one was relatively short for me. I never got to order coffee in places like Starbucks. I always envisioned it being the liquidy version of Subway. Because you're right. You're correct. I don't know how to say that you're correct, but you are right that Starbucks is just coffee Subway. Like, it has the same energy. And I say that with like as much vial as my body could meaningfully produce. There's the one lady. There's the one lady gets struck by lightning. I'm resisting being lazy today. Feels good. That's fair. What's up, Chris?
Jingle jingle, transforming hunks in your area. Jingle jingle.
Listen, you can distract me, but you gotta wake up pretty early in the morning to catch me with transforming hunks. Starbucks isn't always has been fast food coffee. That's fair. But no, sometimes it's good to just spend a day existing. Welcome on, Casper. I was gonna have a sweet bean. No, I don't like Starbucks. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like Starbucks is bad and also expensive. Like you're paying similar prices to small coffee shops. So why not just go to the small coffee shops that have better coffee? We'll spend a day. I mean, listen, just sometimes you gotta spend a day just being a non-functional pile of flubber in the corner. That's that. Like, unironically, sometimes I need that. That is unironically where my body is at sometimes during weekends. Might go to 7 Brew in the morning. We actually have 7 Brews here in Indiana, and they're pretty okay. Either double down with shitty McDonald's or Burger King coffee, or you get real coffee. Starbucks is an awful compromise. It really is the worst of all worlds. Is it in Indiana or Kokomo? They still live in Kokomo as well. That place sucks. Have you ever heard of Cupcake Remix of this? To be fair, I don't think this is a Cupcake remix. This is just Blackpink. So, like, sorry, buddy. I tried to get my mattress local instead of a big corp, but this guy was straight up trying to swindle me, smooth talking me, don't have all the assets, was actively haggling me. That's some fucking weird energy, man. Like, your one advantage, if you are like a small, you know, like the one advantage you have is that you don't have to like do the corporate shtick bullshit. So like, why actively force yourself and the person you're trying to sell to deal with that? Blink Blackpink on your area, I think. This is Jump. You had a habanero cupcakes for the first time and they were bomb? I can imagine so. Listen, if they're confident enough to use habanero as a cupcake base, I'm sure they're compensating for the flavor. The store owner also complained about I will allow a scumbag. The store also complained about tariffs, which is like fair, but also decent chance you voted fascist scumbag. So yeah. Excuse me, what we lived near each other before. Okay. I lived in Kokomo until 2008. Like probably 2009. Our family was connected to I don't want to give out too many like revealing details. But our family was associated with one of the big car manufacturers over in Kokomo. In the 2008 crash, he lost his job. Like, you know, my dad lost his job. What the fuck? And managed to not learn anything? Yeah. Tortured cupcakes with anguish frosting from the Torment Nexus. But nah. What the? This is Forklift Simulator, apparently. It is Game Grumps, so like that. This does check out. This is the kind of energy they would bring to the function. Think I've got a bad enough dude to get forklift certified? No, I'm not. To be fair, does it like it actually is pretty? I mean, like I know the meme is that like, haha, forklift certified, but like I am tempted to get forklift certification. I don't know why I would get it, but you know. Yeah, my grandpa worked there. He also built a buyout retirement. Huh. Small world, I suppose. There we go. I have returned from making dinner. Welcome back. We are currently running over people with forklifts. I was forklift certified before.
Wretch,
What's up, Chris?
We're the wretch.
Forklift certification is so 2000 and late. I'm spoon lift certified.
There is exactly 1 year where you can use 2000 and late, and that year was 17 years ago. It's been 17 years since 2008. May God have mercy on our soul. What the fuck? You know what's about to happen, Shraw? Get the shout out for grab the Dirk, shout him out. I just like how it sounds. Fair enough. Oh hell yeah. This fucking slaps. Don't follow me, I lost so much money. What do you mean you lost so much money? What does that mean? Hello? I had same reaction. Again, went for like 100 keys. Oh. Were you trying to get a fucking unusual? Can we host an intervention? Shraw's a gambling addiction? Yeah, let's host an intervention. We can do it while playing we can do it while playing a Man versus Machine. That'll definitely, like, you know, that won't send mixed messages. Shut up. Pleading. To be fair, I do want to. The big thing is, like, I need to be very, very aggressive in my savings. Stark, you want to play Man versus Machine? I do very much so, but like I reasonably should be smart about my money, and I already have done my discretionary spending for this weekly period is already spoken for. What the fuck? Aether, not quite. I think it's freaking out a little bit because that might be the Nightbot command. The song is followed by Zed. Good to know. It follows you. Manifests inside your house. Stares at you. Starts playing static. I'm actually Slender Man. As soon as you notice me, I start playing static on your recording device. Again, why do some of my fucking why do some of the hair things turn out like that? I hate it. Okay.
Wretch.
What's up, Chris?
We're the wretch.
Starky, wanna hear a cool story? Well,
Sure.
here's the cool story. Actually, you know what? You don't get to know what the cool story is. Fuck you.
Crisp. Why is this rat so fucking rude to me all the time? I mean, hit me up if you consider my offer. I always got more. Fair enough. That was mean. Crisp bully. I just over here doing art, and Chris being a little shitlord. I sure was something. I did not have a cool story.
We're wretch. We're the
What's up, Chris?
wretch.
Wanna know a cooler story? I went to the store yesterday and bought a new cooler. That's it. That's the whole cooler story.
I guess it's not strictly speaking incorrect. That is in fact a cooler story. Well, thank you, Solariel, for setting up that pun. Have y'all fallen? I think I've always kind of enjoyed house music. I definitely fallen in love with it more now after watching K-pop Demon Hunters, because I realized house music is just the basis for a lot of K-pop music. Why is it called house music when House MD would hate it? That's because House MDs are raised. No, I can't make. I'm not allowed to make that joke. I am far too melanin deprived to make that joke. Put an ice cube on Chris, please. Listen. Chris might be a little shit, but I'm not about to freeze him.
Wretch, wretch,
What's up, Chris?
we're the wretch.
Starky, good thing you didn't make the joke. We almost had to cancel you again.
Yep, see, exactly. I'm learning. I'm improving as a person. I'm getting better.
Wow.
Do you like this? Do you like this? Well, no more.
I specifically didn't make the joke. Man, can't have fucking anything on the internet anymore nowadays.
Wretch, wretch, we're the wretch.
What's up,
You
Chris?
know what? I'm letting the intrusive thoughts win. Walter White versus House. Who's winning the twerk off? Genuine question.
The twerk off?
Wretch, wretch,
I feel like
we're the wretch.
I've not seen.
Starky, I'm about to start busting it down sexual style.
I guess we know who would win. Chris would apparently. I've not seen Breaking Bad. So I could not possibly have a well-formed opinion on whether or not he could bust it down nasty style. Yeah, House does have your House is working from a fucked up leg point of view. Like the House is at a significant disadvantage. Oh my god, is that Izzy?
Wretch, wretch,
What's up, Crisp?
we're the wretch.
Have you heard Bach sonatas? They're great. A real classic kappa.
See, you would think this, but he throws it back crazy style using the cane for leverage. Then it's pole dancing. It's not an ass throwing competition. He's cheating. To be fair, I suppose House would absolutely. You're just mad you don't have a pole to dance on. House would 100% use that to his advantage. Walter got them cheeks. He twerks like a legend. Trying to figure out how to. Okay, now that I properly memed on classical, got to think about it. I think Hungarian Dances #5 is my favorite classical piece. I have a few faves. I am partial, I think, to Turkish March, or maybe what's the Liszt piece? I think it's the Turkish March. I think Turkish March is it's either Turkish March or La Campanella. What is with the Tetris music? Hello? I don't recall the Turkish march. I probably have heard it in passing. This one, here. You've definitely heard it. I haven't heard much list. I'm just a big fan of pianos, personally. Here. Let me grab Turkish march for you real quick. Because you've definitely heard it. You just might not know the name. Hold up, here we go. I love Russo as a YouTube channel. Like watching someone actually play through this shit. Damn. To be fair, this is Turkish March correctly, but I'm definitely thinking of another song. That's my favorite. Because look, kind of like Campanella's. Where's the wub wub? The Campanella, I believe, is also infamous for being like very, very difficult because of the rolls. The Turkish hump. Yeah, these rolls are fucked, man. A second and a third Spider-Man card is in my attention span. One is a common. Oh, Hungarian Rhapsody! That's what it is. Hungarian Rhapsody number 2. Watching Russo play this is genuinely fucking mind-altering. I have no goddamn clue how he does it. Because it's such a slow start. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, here it is. Some pianists are fast. Listen to this. Hold up. No. Hold up. I'm gonna put it on the goddamn screen because this shit is fucking bonkers. I need y'all to look at the fucked up shit he does with his hands. I did piano for like a year, so like I know what I'm looking for, but like the 4th version of Evolving Wilds. I watched a documentary on the most famous pianist from the 20th century. He could play like 20 notes a second. Or is it fucking... Give it to me. Wait for it. Here it is. I do fair, like, you do have to... Yeah. The fucking crossover is the thing that kills me. So much of introduction to classical music is because of Classicaloid, bless that anime. I hate, look at these, look at the fucking, look at the D sharp, or not the D sharp, the fucking, actually it's E flat, I think, in this context. Look at he has to fucking hit it with 3 fingers so that way he can roll it fast enough. You always get used to crossovers. You get used to crossovers, but they always feel a little awkward. It's fucking absolutely nuts to me. That's insane. That's like... I think this is why I love the piano. The piano is my personal favorite instrument because it has like one of the, like, its floor is not bad. To make a pleasant sound with a piano is not hard, but you can get to levels like that where, how the fuck? Hitting those notes accurately is a chore. Reminds me of ragtime. It's good control. And also, like, I do have the hands for piano. My hands are fucking actually, like, massive. I'm trying to, like, what a good, like, okay. Fully spreading my hand, I can cover probably, like, 80% of a standard 9x11 piece of paper. Big bird hands. Birds have hands. Of course we do. Just check back in mental. Is your entire screen an ass right now? No. Fully spread my hand, I can fully spread you. I respect that energy. Song was made for the Tetris movie. Great ass movie. There's a fucking Tetris movie? They really will make a movie about anything nowadays, huh? Listen, I like Tetris, but like, I don't necessarily know that it's a great, like, there was like those YouTube animations of like Tetris to like a stick figure man dodging Tetris blocks, landing to crush him. Starky, we live in a capitalist hellscape. They make garbage movies about everything. Yeah, you're fair enough. We're about to run our second set of 3-minute ads. We were in those every hour to turn off reels. People don't have to deal with the ads as soon as I join the stream. This is going to take fucking 3 streams to ink, isn't it? Oh, I'm in hell. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. We'll work through this. I'll send you the trailer to watch after stream. It's about how they got the rights for Tetris. Okay, that makes more sense. That like it's like something meta around Tetris rather than like Tetris as a game itself. The only reason I'm doing a shirtless version of this is because Mari specifically requested this, by the way. Even though I'm pretty sure Mari did not realize that I was drawing her husband, which makes it, I think, extra funny. She just like, make sure to draw the giant peck man without a shirt on, and I'm like, all right, bet. I'll do this for you. Also, why did she ask you anyways? I don't know. Mari is like a chaotic gremlin. With chaotic gremlins, I just yes and chaotic gremlins. Just draw like a shirtless man. I think it's funnier if she just didn't know. I think that's significantly funnier to me if she incidentally was like, yeah. I'm gonna have to add a lot of fucking like, make sure you get Papa's pecs just right. I'm trying. I moved in my new place yesterday, slept on the fucking floor today, got a bed today. We sleeping pretty, hell yeah. Okay, I'm gonna fucking crash out because line art makes me want to die. I think I understand now why artists say they don't like line art. It's so much effort. It's so much effort, but it does like make a meaningful difference. Stargate, I found that Northern Lights are going to appear again. Heck yeah. So there's that one notoriously good card with cumulative upkeep. Do you know what it is? Braid of Fire? I want to say Braid of Fire, the one that's cumulative upkeep, add a mana to your mana pool equal to its cumulative upkeep. Welcome on in, Phoenix. Good idea, Sweet Bean. Hell yes. Monkey has infected me with the autism for Magic the Gathering, where we collectively know, like, probably 80 to 90%. Oh no, ads. Oh no, ads. I'm not looking at assaulting battery right now. You know what? Fair enough. That actually, that checks out exactly for you. Sweet Talons. Wait, what Talons? Where? It's Omnath, but red and better. It's Omnath, but red, which does make it a lot more interesting. Welcome on, NPC, though. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. I'm currently in the process of drawing a nice respectful set of tatas. Well, and it pays itself off, too. Yeah. I'm gonna crash the fuck out. I don't know why my software keeps doing that. Okay. So far, this is definitely the most technically demanding piece I've ever done. By, like, a pretty significant margin. I don't think anything even comes remotely close to the amount of effort I'm putting into this. I hope he likes it. As Conquered. Hi, buddy. Welcome on in. Oh, that reminds me. Phoenix. Thursday, please remind me to make sure that I grab your gifts. That I got you for I got for you and Claire or you and Imaginary IFC. I keep forgetting to get them. Also, there's a thing in there for Rish. Well, I've been meaning to get to you for a hot minute now. I just keep fucking forgetting because gestures vaguely towards the surroundings. For me, yeah. I don't remember what I even got for you. I have it here to the side. Oh, I remember what I got you. Yep, I remember what I got you. But yeah, I need to get that to you at some point because I keep fucking forgetting. Life finds a way to keep fucking distracting me. I think that is because I have ADHD. Life gave me ADHD exclusively for the purpose of distracting my dumb ass. My Dumas. What? It because it's a French name. It's someone's there's a famous, I want to say, philosopher whose name is Dumas. There we go. Oh, Phoenix, mind the pinned message. Nightbot's broken today. So we're using Songify, which is SSR, and then it's specifically Spotify and not YouTube. How remove? It doesn't matter. I'm just gonna nuke the queue when I start up the next Song Quest stream, which hopefully Nightbot will be working for. Isn't that right, Nightbot? My MTG autism is so strong. I knew about Evolving Wilds that Phoenix didn't know about. Because there's Evolving Wilds Terramorphic Expanse, the two ones I know off the top of my head. There's also the cycle of Evolving Wilds-esque cards from New Capenna that immediately sacrifice themselves. There's so many cards. I don't remember what the name for those are, but they're Evolving Wilds-ish. Escape Tunnel. I definitely didn't know about Escape Tunnel. That one does not even remotely ring a bell. From Mirza Karlov Manor. That checks out. Makes Tifa unblockable if you do it before the land falls. Interesting. Okay. I'm gonna crash out. Why is line art like this? Okay. To be honest, I kind of hope there's more firebending because the chunk of that's why I'm getting excited about electro assaulting a battery. I love the facial expressions. I'm glad. Here, let me erase that so that way I can just get the... I need to make this blend a little bit better, but... So far, like, because I think I said it while you were stuck in the ads. I think this is, like, so far my most technically demanding piece, even more so than the... Like, the pose is a little bit easier than what I did for Behemoth in March, but you know, adding other shit on top of it definitely has made it more complicated. I definitely went for something that I thought was, like, kind of goofy.
Wretch, wretch,
What's a crisp?
we're the wretch.
I love it whenever you feed me with your beak.
I've never once fed you with my beak, crisp. I don't know what you're talking about. It's more of a dynamic piece? Exactly. Is there a queue to get fed? Well, like hand fed? I do need to post my because I made some soup this week. It ended up turning out really, really well. It's maybe the single most warming soup I've ever made. Like I tasted it and it's not spicy, but it's just warm. And I think that's a sign that I did a good job on the soup. Grinning-ignis.edh. What does Grinning Ignis do? It's like enters the battlefield and immediately gives you, like, refunds part of its mana cost. What now? I want to do more cooking for people. Currently, though, I'm, you know, I would be so fucking productive if I didn't have to work. Like if I could just live my life and like I wasn't tied down to the shackles of like 9 to 5 job bullshit. To red when enters battlefield, you make red, return grinning Ignis to your. Yeah. So that's really easy to go infinite, right? If you just get like 2 ruby medallions, you get infinite red mana. So it's mana negative theoretically. Same, bestie. Okay. I forget, does Cloudstone Key work with creatures, or is it non-creature, non-land permanents? Because if so, that's like a second way you could activate that effect potentially. Cloud Key matches the type exiled. Yeah, but can you exile a creature with it? I can't remember. So if I exile a dude, yes, okay. I couldn't remember. I couldn't remember if you were allowed to exile dudes. Wait, no, exile. You just name dude. Oh, okay. What am I thinking of? Oh, I think I'm thinking of Semblance Anvil. What is wrong with me in knowing this many Magic the Gathering cards? Yeah, that scans. Because I think Semblance Anvil did some weird shit with eggs for a bit. Like it was one of the like I think that was the backup plan after they banned Clark Clan Ironworks. Like that was the eggs backup plan. Was to just like land like 2 Semblance Anvils and or like Cloudstone Key style effects and then just go off, which is significantly more easier to disrupt. I feel like I've heard this before. I couldn't tell you where, but I feel like I have heard this. I realized also I need to give him beans. I didn't bake that into the other hand. Okay. I can figure this out yet. Because there's beans, there's gonna be layering priority. The song kind of goes hard as fuck though. Hell yeah, home for Soulbright Flamekin. Or Flamekind or Flamekin? My brain says it should be Flamekin. Okay, it's not great, but it will have to do. Oh, I need to also add the it is Flamekin. I gotcha. I gotcha. Fucking Magic the Gathering cards. Hold up. How does his hands function? It's you. Okay, so the Mickey Mouse is upside down relative to the palms. There we go. How many Blood Moons should I run in Izzet deck? All 4. There's definitely more than 4 Blood Moons. Depending on how you define a Blood Moon. Because there's Blood Moon, Winter Moon, Back to Basics, Alpine Moon, Blood Sun. So I'm counting Blood Moon, Magus of the Moon, and Harbinger of Seas. There's definitely significantly more basic land or non-basic land hate. To be fair, some of those are very narrow. And it's really funny because Blood Sun actually ends up being better for non-basic lands. Because it stops their, like, enter the battlefield effect, which makes a lot of them enter tapped. Blood Sun? Blood Sun is the one from, Ixalan. It's like... lands lose enter the battlefield effects, I want to say. I know Alpine Moon is basically Blood Moon, but naming a specific land. Like, it removes the activated abilities of specific lands. And also, like, I think it enters the battlefield to draw a card. All non-mana abilities, I believe. That's it. When this enchantment enters, draw a card. All lands lose all abilities except mana abilities. That's right. And so, like, it combos really well with certain, like, you know, enters the battlefield tapped. I think it ends up being, like, a mainstay in, like, Gates decks, because it removes the tapped effect, but doesn't remove the, like, land subtype. Because technically entering the battlefield tapped is an ability. And same with bounce lands. I hadn't considered that as well. That is also a very, very good synergy. Well, come on in, Riz. Go ahead, you sweet bean. Can you show for Riz? How you holding up? We're currently deep in the art sauce at the moment, so. I'm exhausted from driving home from Megaplex. Hopefully you had a good time. But yeah, no, I definitely understand, like, that post-con exhaustion is very real. I did for the most part. I'm glad to hear that. I'm currently I'm really not looking forward to the drive for MFF. That's very fair, actually. It's less unique than Zada. Like the deck is devolving to Zada Hedron Crushers. That seems like not where you want your deck building to go, unfortunately. Okay. I love Zada Hedron Grinder theoretically, but it's one of those decks I'll get bored of. Oh, for sure. A sweatier player would enjoy it more than me. I'm so pumped for MFF. I should probably sign up for MFF. I have not done it yet. I want to go for sure. I got camera lenses when I got more camera lenses than I did last year. Better lenses. Demfray is gonna look so good. I respect that. Okay. Why are hands such a pain in the ass to draw? Oh, Tyler, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Lab Tech. What have you, Sweet Bean? Community shout for Tyler Furlong, fellow Thunderfang member. How you holding up, you Sweet Bean? I'm currently deep in the art zone. So my brain is a little bit art fried because ideally I would like to finish this up before October hits, but depending on how ambitious I am, I might get it done a little bit later than I would like. Okay. Yeah, I forgot you streamed. My brain go burr. All good. How you holding up, though, big cat? I have to stretch real quick. They were shutting out Tyler. There we go. Yeah, we're just like we're just deep. Thank you for the hydrate. I just hydrated, but I'll hydrate again. And oh god, thank you for the save reminder. That was the first time I saved today. I've been doing art for like 2.5 hours. It's fine. Auto document recovery has got me covered. I know I shouldn't rely on it, but Starky streams. I do, don't I? I think? I don't know. Can you call this streaming? Is this streaming? Vart, virtual art. Hey, yo, chat, I'm Vartin here. Hey, yo, chat, I'm Vartin here. Damn. I thought this was pre-recorded. No, this is a live action bird scenario. I'm cutting the finger is gonna have a very similar angle, so I don't fucking mind doing this. Well, come on, Darius. Gotta be sweeping. Could you also get a shout out for Darius? Staple's not doing so hot. I'm sorry to hear that. I got cellulitis on my leg, so it's a lot of pain. Oh no. Hopefully they got you on some antibiotics. It's stuff, it sucks, but it does clear up relatively, you know, it clears up over time. It's a good thing that you caught it, though. Yep. ABD cream. And cream to apply. Yeah. Cellulitis can be pretty serious, so I'm glad that it got caught, though, because that stuff can mess you up pretty bad. I've had it twice before. Oh no. You've been Thai boxing lately? So, well, cellulitis can just hit whenever. Like if you just interact with a surface, like a surface that has cellulitis on it, but hasn't been cleaned yet, you can just get cellulitis from that. It really does, like, it does not care. It'll just show up randomly, seemingly. Nah, you work with sports teams? Oh, that makes sense. That'll do it. Because, yeah, I definitely was aware of a lot of cellulitis that that my brother had to deal with because he was in wrestling. And cellulitis was a pretty consistent concern. What's up, Chris?
This is a test to see just how bad my lag is.
Welcome on, Delops Dog. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. I'm sorry you're lagging. God, these hands were such a pain in the ass, but they actually turned out relatively well, I'm thinking. 20 whole seconds, outrageous. Firelord Ozai tasks for burnt offering. That's sick as fuck, though, actually. Welcome on, Ruffles. Good to have you, Sweet Bane. That was the cheapest creature you can cheat into play and do very, very ridiculous things with. I'm assuming Firelord Ozai is more than just pure red, right? He's got to be, like, red-black. Rakdos, yep. To be fair, I think even, like, Firelord Ozai is one of those characters where, like, I think if you're being entirely honest with him, I think he would just, like if we weren't taking into account his abilities, I think Firelord Ozai is pretty decidedly just mono black. He is just ambition personified in that show. Like, the red is exclusively because of his ability is fire related, I have to imagine. Firebending adds red mana, so he adds, yeah. be fair, I definitely looked at the Amazing Spider-Man spoilers, and I just got like my fucking eyes glazed over so bad. I could not possibly give less of a shit about the Spider-Man cards. Like I genuinely couldn't even get past 3 cards before I'm like, I'm so fucking bored. I do not care. I just downloaded the iOS 26 public beta on my phone, and so far I'm digging it. I'm such a phone nerd. I respect that. Listen, everyone I feel like has to have like that specific technology that they quite enjoy, and I think that, you know, enjoying using a phone I think is actually like pretty handy. If I had an opportunity to draft, I think the environment would be good, but only the one of the only cards I care about is the 1/1 Death Touch for green. Oh yeah, I'm sure that'll be just great for the just great for the limited format. No, it's great for Finn. Oh, fair point. I forgot that you had a Sir Finn deck. I low key, that one entirely slipped my mind because you never play it. I do not. I'm building it. Oh, that's fair. You're just getting like the you know, like a mass concentration of cheap green death touchers, huh? Did you know you can build Finn the Fangbearer deck for $30? That sounds about right. There we go. Okay. How in the fuck? Okay, so something like that more. Does that look anything like? No. Looks kind of like booty butt cheeks. Oh, god damn it. Okay. Okay, that looks not so bad. Oh, but I need to increase the size of this finger. I apparently really needed to increase the size of. God damn. Okay. That's not the right tool. Okay. Wait, if you don't like it, just restart. If you don't like it, just fucking just give it another try. This is something no fucking anime artist has to ever deal with. How to put convincing looking beans on a man, on a dog man. I should just get into anime art. It's easy. It's easier. I am, of course, joking. It's got its own struggles. But also, this is killing me. Okay. Okay. I'm like, look at it full scale. No one's gonna fucking notice if it looks a little bit weird. Okay. Fun fact: people are looking for looking into cabbage merchant for CEDH. I'm assuming because it's a really cheap effect that gives you experience counters. Like it's an experience encounter commander that isn't necessarily like super. You know, you can use it to power up. It gives you mana. Oh, yeah, that'll do it. My cabbages! Welcome on in, Xerox. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. How did I fuck this up? I fucked this up kind of bad, I'm not gonna lie. I haven't watched Avatar in so long. I mean, I should since I got to meet one of the voice actors earlier this year. That's awesome. It's been a bit since I watched it. I think I watched the show bits and pieces as a kid for sure. Um, which is funny because like it was Dante. I don't know off the top of my head who that is. I won't lie. Zuko? Okay. Oh, that checks out. I'm sure he was very sweet though. Shit. Wrong tool. I hope since the new Avatar show should be modern, I hope the new Avatar gets a gun. He also plays Rufio in Hook with Robin Williams, and also voiced Jake Long. Oh, I know who that is. I don't know why I know like somehow that just like actually clicked in my brain that like Zuko and Jake Long are the same voice actor. It's funny like some of that stuff like never really clicks until someone points it out. Here. Okay. It's a little strange, but it's minor enough where I think I'm willing to leave it instead of trying to figure it out. Like, hold on. Because I think I can fix this if I just like move this down. Okay. Let's see if this fixes it. Saw some cards from the Spider-Man set I'm interested in. A green instant card that gives permanence hexproof. Okay, that looks a little bit better for sure. I I won't lie. I'm looking at the set and I'm just like, I don't know, indifferent. I was talking earlier about how like I looked at the set and I saw two cards and my eyes immediately glazed over and I got bored. Spider-Man, like, I don't know, I enjoy Spider-Man movies. It's just like when it comes to like Spider-Man interpretations of Magic, like it just like it causes my brain to short circuit in a way where I'm like, I don't want either of these things to be interacting with each other. I'm trying really hard to read the legends right now, and it's not buttering my grundle. I think that's the thing, is like there's, you know, I before even going to the set, I did hear someone describe a lot of the new mechanics as like they're old mechanics but worse. We have worse ninjutsu, we have worse what was Mayhem? Fuck, what was it? What is Mayhem as an effect again? It's like worse jumpstart. Worse flashback. Worse madness, that's it. Because like unlike the madness cards, it goes into the graveyard first before you can cast it, so it gets immediate. It gets hit. To be fair, like madness as a mechanic is a little fucked up in that aspect, but I don't know. it feels a little bit like they're retreading design space, which is not really what I would be wanting from a set where you're taking an entirely pre-existing IP and really trying to like reimagine it in Magic the Gathering. I'll be honest with you, when I was told it's like, oh, there's gonna be a Spider-Man set, my first thought was like, isn't this, there's just gonna be a ninjutsu effect, isn't there? I couldn't tell you why. I guess it's because like ninjas are like the closest analog. So on a surface level, they look worse, and I think Mayhem is because no discount, but bad ninjutsu is something interesting because you can shove Null Drifter into a card and bounce it back. I suppose that's fair. So it you know, it's not strictly worse. I would say it's more limiting, though. It significantly limits like the design space that you can, you know. Because like a lot of the ninjutsu effects are based around the idea of like, you know, they have like a lot of the ninjas do something when they connect. I think it's worse designed because it doesn't incentivize. Yeah. So like it opens up the design space of, oh, like what if you know, one of these effects is like has a very like, you know, it's a passive, kind of like what we saw with, I think it's the Amazing Spider-Man is the one that like lets you cast legends for like, you know, a variant cost. But then like that is a design space that's already been tread before, and also it's very passive. Like, you know, it's very much like grindy value, whatever. I feel nothing about this. I'm doing the stretch. And the save. Alright. Save. That's I don't necessarily like the fact that the save is already taking, like, it's taking a second to think when it is saving. We're getting interesting madness nailers, which is kind of nice. I suppose that's fair. We got a legendary Spider-Man Spidey Dreadmaw. Wait, what? That's actually fucking hysterical. All I'm saying, if you're gonna give us a Spider-Man theme set, where's the fucking reach? There should just be no flyers. It should just be, oops, all reach, no flyers. No flyers allowed. This... It's a 6/6 with trample, dinosaur spider hero. Oh, is it the fucking, like, the dino Spidey or whatever? Because if so, that does make a lot of sense. It's definitely going into the Upsal Dreadmaw's transitional sideboard for 6-draw tribal. Wait, 6-draw tribal is winning too many games. Here, let me switch out a bunch of my cards that do things with various flavors of Colossal Dreadmaw. What the fuck? Hardly Nowhere. What the fuck is this? Oh, new players? How are they going to deal with the common dinosaurs? I mean, listen, that is a fair idea, actually. Okay, how's this looking? I have to add the thing. Also, every time I play that card, Phoenix's innate Dreadmaw cloning instinct comes out. Listen, I still love... You give someone a clone effect, and there's a Colossal Dreadmaw on the battlefield, and the meme lord takes over. Hope you enjoyed my songs, you sweet board. Was the boner song you? Okay. Okay, I think this is the effect we're going for. Okay. Twas I actually. You're the one who put the boner. You know what? That actually also checks out. This is one of them, actually. This is a banger. I'll give it. Wait a second. I just realized, is this the one that has Toddler Call in it? There'll be too many legendaries in this set. Yeah, how many legendaries do you need in a set before they start, like, the legend rule starts becoming a meaningful problem for limited? Don't know, half. I think it's when you start putting legendaries at common. I feel like that's when it becomes a genuine problem. There we go. I think it's this one. There we go. Slight adjustment of the paw pads. I really should have figured this stuff out the fucking sketch layer, huh? Yeah, Legendary Colossal Dreadmaw is common. That's going to be a problem then. I guess to be fair, like if it is a 6-drop, that's a little bit less of a problem because you're not going to put that many in your draft deck, but hold up, it might be like pull you in here. And then like connect it out here. What you talking about? First pick the Colossal Dread. If you're drafting an entire deck of Colossal Dreadmaws, I feel like you've created a mistake. For Commander, you can kind of get by. For Limited, I feel like that's gonna be like a bit of a tougher sell for sure. Well, I'm glad I spent the time on that, because that looks a lot better now. Okay. Why did I go to this level of detail? I mean, the answer is because it looks good, but also... The Flip Venom is cool. Menace, Trample, Haste. Whenever Venom attacks, may sacrifice another creature. If you do, draw X cards. Then you put a permanent card with mana value X or less from the battlefield, where X is the sacrifice sacrifice creature's mana value. That actually is... That seems kind of disgusting, I won't lie. Isn't that just like an extremely power creep version of, what's his face? Greven? I guess to be fair, you know, attack is a little bit less limiting, like, you know, attack is a little bit better for that effect, than, converted mana cost. Okay. Also, right over our last 3-minute ads. We're in those every hour to turn off reels. People don't have to deal with ads as soon as they join the stream. Go grab a snack, go grab some hydration. We will be wrapping up here shortly, most likely. Greven kills you on his own, and you can enable it with other things like Necropotence. That's why I'm like, I don't know. The Flip Venom does seem like a little bit like an upgraded, upgraded Greven. Because you're not paying the life. Although, I guess to be fair, like, you know, it does incentivize putting effects in there that are, you know, like, high power, low toughness creatures. Venom is probably would be the reason I make a black deck, assuming he's black. I have to imagine he's black. The mana type. I don't know why I felt like I needed to specify that. Ignore me. He's black on the front and Jund on the back. That checks out, actually. I'm assuming, like, Ed... It's not Ed Brock, right? Interesting. Yeah, Jund definitely feels like the colors for that, because I'm thinking back to the Vivictus Asmati deck that I wanted to build that was just 99 permanents. I'm losing track of where I lost orientation for a moment. What are you? Okay, I don't know how that got there. I don't have enough reasons to play Sprouting Thrynax, so I'm down for motivation. I'm trying to remember what Sprouting Thrynax does. Is that the one where, like, it's like Devour X, and then, like, it you know, it makes saplings based off of how many you devour? I feel like I remember a card that did something to that effect. 3/3 for Jund and it dies. That's it. Explodes into 3 saplings. I remember now. I had a friend who played it in a deck that looped warp worlds. We were no longer friends for reasons. Reasons tangentially associated. Not directly, but not also not directly caused by the spreading Thrinax into warp world situation. I'm of course joking. Okay. We are almost there. The fucked up thing is I don't even think the upper body is even, like, done yet. At least not to the degree that I want it to be. Because I want to add, like... You know, I want to add, like, various, you know... Like, you know... Something to this effect. Just some, like, you know, detailing all of that. But I have the basics of it set up, so... Okay. Spider-Man Webslinger 3/3 for 3 with the web slinging for a mana. That wait, is the dude, pacifism is going to suck? Yeah, pacifism is going to be fucking useless in that set. Also, it's a legendary common 3-drop. Okay, that's going to start becoming a problem. We're starting to get into the legendary rule is going to start being a lot more relevant than I think people are ready for. Because, like, that's just a dude you play. I'm going to crash out. There we go. Line art moment. Ignore me. Oh, no, actually, I do want to draw across this one. So it's the next one I want to skip. Also, notably, I will not be going over. In fact, I think I'm going to probably wrap up right now. Because my brain's a little bit deep fried right now from trying to fucking... Let's see, we're getting somewhere. Understandable. Yeah, because we're just... my brain is deep fried from trying to figure out all of these lines. But yeah, thank you for hanging out. Here, let me go ahead and put on the outro playlist. Thank you for the pets. Ow, 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 ow. All right, let's use live so we can raid over. Wait, I actually have someone in mind who I think I want to stop by. Assuming he is, of course, still live. Actually, there's a couple of people I could raid into. Hold up. Let me check the Thunderfang, because both of them are Thunderfang members. And I don't think either of them are alive. God damn it. Shit. Today was the birthday of two fellow Thunderfang members, but it looks like they both are and I helped. You did help in the process of deep frying my brain, so, like, congratulations. You fucking activated me talking about Magic the Gathering while also trying to do art at the same time. Do you have any idea how much brain power that draws? Shit. Well, there goes my plans for rating. Let's see. I can't read into Gusly because he usually wraps up right about now. Let's make a new friend. All the one cell. the one brain cell is actually like vibrating violently. Consider rating into your mom. It's our mom. Wait, hold up. That would actually be our mom. I don't even know if you can hear the fucking Russian anthem I have playing, but anyways, let's raid over to a new friend. Someone that I don't actually see raiding that often, but whose comments I absolutely adore. Dog and oh. Void aka Gaby's online? No. But it's a style somewhat similar. I'm gonna crash out. Why are you fuck it. There we go. We're gonna be raiding into Dog in a Cafe. He's the person who does the very, very adorable comics that I love to bits of a bunch of cute gay nerds. I'm gonna crash out. I'm sorry, but it is time. But anyways, if this is your first time here, I'm StarkyMorph, Big A Chaos Code Internet. Very stream live every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from 7 to 10 p.m. EST. Mostly I play indie games. However, every Tuesday and Friday for last year now we learned to do some art. So, notably, I will be live tomorrow. Tomorrow we will be finishing Clair Obscure. I don't care. We're finishing it tomorrow. I'm taking Thursday off. The schedule adjustments are weird. I have to get up very, very early Thursday, so I had to move my evening plans from Wednesday to Thursday. But yeah, I have a YouTube if you'd like to catch up on the VODs there, see what we've been up to, see the artistic progress, as well as the playthrough of various games that we've been working on. I have a Blue Sky if you'd like to get alerted when I go live, as well as to see art that I make, art that I commission myself. Lots of reposts, general ramblings, pictures of food that I make. I have a Discord if you'd like to pop in there, say hello Sweet Beans, see the course content Sweet Beans post, and of course, we have a coffee sponsorship. If you like to pick up some coffee from Dragon Ruff's Coffee, use discount code StarkyMorph for 10% off and help support the channel. All right, I'm gonna catch you all tomorrow for more Clair Obscure. We're gonna be finishing that fucking game, and then Friday will be Silk Song. It's Silk Song time, baby. I love you guys to bits. And I've cut. Wait. He's not rating. He's not wrapping up, is he? I'm like, I just checked. Please tell me you're not wrapping up. Okay, he's not wrapping up. Perfect. All right. I forgot about stream today. Welcome on in Kasai. It's all good. We are actually just now rating out. Anyways, I love you guys to bits. Go say hi over to Dog in a Cafe. His art is absolutely adorable. His comic is super duper cute and sweet. I love you guys to bits, and I will catch you tomorrow for the Clair Obscure finale. Bye! Bye-bye!